Hi, I'm Susan Scoggins. I am a speech pathologist with Houston Area Parkinson's Society, and this is another speech class where we work on some exercises to improve the strength of our voice, our breath support, our swallowing, and cognitive, some thinking exercises. So let's get started. It'll be about 10 or 15 minutes in length, but they're good exercises to do every day. First one is where you're doing an ah sound and you're holding it for 20 seconds. We'll do it once, and then if you can pause the video, then do it about 4 or 5, 6 more times. So let's take a big deep breath right here, and then we'll say ah. Great. That was about 20 seconds. And pause the video and do it a few more times. The next item on the list is a high-pitched E. And what we want to do is we want to get our voice up high. It's part of our inflections or our melody, the intonation when we speak. For instance, when we say or ask a question, we kind of go up at the end of the question, and then when we're making a statement, we go down at the end of the sentence. So we'll do it about 5 times, and one right after another, and it's as high as you can possibly go, and we'll hold for 3 to 5 seconds. Again. 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 And again. Great. So you could pause the video and do it a few more times. It's just very important that we have that movement of the amplitude of our larynx going up. It kind of tilts a little bit forward to get the higher pitch. It thins out the vocal cords, and that's what gives us our intonations. Okay. Next on the list that we usually do is the Masaka, and that's where you're sticking your tongue out and anchoring it between your teeth and your lips, and you swallow. Now, what this does, normally in a swallow, the tongue goes back to meet that posterior pharyngeal wall, but if the tongue's forward, this wall is going to have to work harder to get it, and it's part of the valving system. So sticking your tongue out, holding it between your teeth and lips, and swallowing. Try to do that about 5 times. It's not easy to do if it's the first time you're doing it, because all your life your tongue has gone towards the posterior pharyngeal wall. Well, now you've got it going the opposite way, and so it's a little more difficult. So stop the video and do it about 4 or 5 more times. If it's difficult to do the swallow, sometimes it helps to take a sip of water, swallow normally, then you have residuals of liquids in your mouth to do another swallow. And so push pause and do it about 4 more times. And then when you come back, let's do the Mendelson. And Mendelson is where you're doing a normal swallow, except you're just stopping in the middle of the swallow and holding it for 3 to 5 seconds. So the larynx is going up, and then it stays up. You can't breathe because the epiglottis is covering your airway. And that strengthens the whole part of the swallowing, where the hyoid bone goes up and towards the chin, flipping over the epiglottis, holding that tight, and then the muscles that are needed for swallowing that pull the larynx up are doing some extra work. So with this one, it's a normal swallow, and if you see in my face, there's a little bit of strain, and that's because I'm not breathing. So I'm gonna hold it for 3 to 5 seconds, and here I go, swallow. And then I release and I exhale. And that is the part where my epiglottis flips back and then my airways opened again. So pause the video and do that about 4 or 5 more times. Again, if it's difficult to do a swallow, you might need to take a sip of something, swallow normally, and then with the residuals that's left in the mouth, you can do another swallow. Okay. Next on the list is the breath support exercise. And what you're doing is you're inhaling through the nose for a count of 3 exhaling through the nose for a count of 8. So let's do that a few times. So inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. So in the next exercise, it works on the orbicularis oris, the muscle that makes up the lips. And as Parkinson's advances, if you're not monitoring your saliva, you'll likely start having some, I call it anterior spill, but a little bit of drooling. And so what we want to do in this exercise is pucker our lips, and we're going to hold it for 60 seconds. But and then the last 10 seconds, pull tighter. So it's something that you need to have your watch with you, and you pucker and hold it for about 50 seconds, then pull tighter the last 10 seconds. Once you're done with that, then you switch to a smile. So you're stretching the orbicularis oris, you're holding that smile for 50 seconds, and the last 10 seconds you're pulling tighter. And that works the muscles, the buccinator muscles that pull. So that the buccinator helps pull, makes the smile. The orbicularis oris, when it contracts, it makes the pucker. So it's a kiss, smile, kiss, smile. But do that about 2 or 3 times, but holding for about 60 seconds for each. And you can stop the video and practice that. And once we get back on the video, we're going to do the cervical exercises. And that's where, and now we're working the muscles that are out, the exterior muscles that are still, of course, inside the skin, but they're the ones that support the muscles that we were just working on, that are deeper into the body. So we're going to do a chin to our right shoulder, and we're going to drop our left. So you want to feel a stretch on the left side of your neck, and you hold it. Try to hold it for about 20 seconds. And we'll hold it for a few. But these are very good exercises to do every day. Then now you turn your chin to the left shoulder, drop your right, and let's hold. Bringing your chin back to central. This time we want our ear to go to our right shoulder, drop our left shoulder, pull it back, and then chin up at 2 o'clock. And let's hold. You're going to feel a stretch from the chin all the way down and to the shoulder. Okay, left ear to left shoulder, drop your right, pull it back, chin to 10 o'clock. And last, just chin to chest. And now you're stretching the muscles on both sides of the cervical spine, and you want to hold. Try to do these exercises and holding these, try to do the exercises every day, and each exercise about 20 seconds, or if it's the pucker smile or kiss smile, then you want to try to hold that for about 60 seconds. Okay, now I always end up adding a little bit of an exercise at the end of the class that's kind of a thinking exercise, or a critical thinking. We call it critical thinking or thinking outside the box, or just some cognitive exercises. So what we're going to be doing is toponyms. Toponyms is a word that for a place name. Below is a group of words. So I'm going to give you some. I'm reading the directions. I'm going to give you words that derive from where they came from. For example, the phrase "Serge de Nimes," which means cloth of Nimes, is a city in France. It's where the word denim comes from. Oh, denims. Denimis. Okay, interesting. Okay, a bathing suit named after the South Pacific atoll where atomic bombs were tested in the 1940s. Bikini Islands. Ground beef named after a city in Germany. Hamburger. A small yellow bird named after a string of islands off the northwest coast of mainland Africa. The Canary Islands. A race of 26.2 miles named after a town in Greece. Marathon. A stiff paper for file folders or envelopes named after the capital city of the Philippines. Manila. A worldwide sporting event named after the tallest mountains in Greece. Olympia. Good. A very small oily fish named after a Mediterranean island in Italy. Sardine. A small leafy green vegetable named after a city in Belgium. Brussels. A lightweight cotton fabric, usually with a colorful plaid design, named after a coastal city in southeastern India. Madras. A rich sauce named after the Netherlands. Hollandaise. Men's formal wear named after a village in upstate New York. Tuxedo. A spicy chicken snack named after a city in New York where it originated. Buffalo wings. And the last one, a brimless hat named after a city in Morocco. A fez, F-E-Z. Okay, very good. So these are very good exercises to work on. I would suggest working on them every day. We also, HAPS provides virtual classes for speech, and there's several of us speech pathologists who teach classes for HAPS. I think there's one on Monday, Tuesday, and I teach one on Thursdays from 10:30 to 11:30. And we do the same thing. We go over all the exercises, and then we work on several critical thinking exercise, the cognitive exercises that we do. And then there's also, I think, kickboxing and physical therapy and yoga and Tai Chi, all great classes to participate in. And you can do them right in your own home watching the video or Zoom class. So y'all take care, and I will see y'all on the next video. All right, bye-bye.